You're watching The Morning Brew. Thank you for staying with us. A lot of heavy news this morning with the passing of Dana Sitahal. So we decided to give you some positive news today. I'm joined by Keith Laban. He's a teacher at Trinity East, and he's also a teacher at Costat. And yes. He's recently represented Trinidad and Tobago at the Microsoft in Education Global Forum. I'm right?
Yes.
Yes, that's what it's called. Okay, how did you manage to get to the forum? What was the local leg of it like? I know you won an award. Can you tell us about it?
Well, the local leg, it's a competition that normally spans about 2 months. Would start like around March. I think this year it's starting a little later. It's starting after this month. And normally you would apply, you would submit a learning project. It has to fulfill certain criteria. Normally you get a rubric. You have to fulfill what they call the 21st century skills. That's collaboration, knowledge building, critical thinking and all that. And you would be judged locally. And so that's they'll be using international criteria. Okay,
what was your project? The one that you won the award for?
My project was called Geo-reality, augmented reality in the classroom. It's normally a student-centered project. So although the educators would lead the project, the students would be the main driving force of the projects.
Okay.
So you would like to,
Please tell me more about the project.
Okay, so like augmented reality, what it is a composite view of the real world by using computer-generated imagery.
Okay.
So our project was, how can we use that in the classroom in order to create something like a virtual field trip? Because you know sometimes schools will be strapped for cash. In fact, most of the time schools strapped for cash, right? And how could we have a field trip without actually going on a field trip? So that was about. So actually, an educator could go in the classroom using this technology, using the Microsoft Connect technology and all that, and you could actually look like if you are in another place, or you are incorporated together with a 3D object, so you would look as if you are there, or you could present 3D imagery to the students, or the students could have a book with it.
Right.
And it could pop up and that kind of stuff.
Okay, well, that's absolutely wonderful. I'm so sorry it didn't exist when I was in school. I might have had a lot more fun. So tell me about the Microsoft in Education Global Forum.
All right. Well, this global forum has been going on for about 9 years now. It consistently changes. So this year it was about 1,100 participants. The participants consist of educators, school leaders, government officials, sponsors, and out of that, there are 250 what they call expert educators.
Right.
I was one of the expert educators. So I was fortunate to be the only person in the Caribbean region to be chosen by Microsoft. They had a pool of 22,000 entries.
Oh, that must make you feel very, very good. It's a lot of people.
Yeah, 22,000 entries, and they chose 250 from 97 countries to be represented at the forum.
What was your experience like at the forum itself? What did you participate in? Did you get to present the project that you'd won the award for?
Yes. What it is normally you will have booths. Each country will have a booth. Some countries have a lot of participants. For example, the US had about 25 participants. So you would have the booths set up in an expo area, and you would have like about 2 days to be presenting to the persons there and also the judges. You will have about 4 judges coming to you, and they would judge your project, and they would choose 19 from that.
Okay.
And all of that. But it's also like a cultural exchange too.
Okay.
Because you have countries who, they bring stuff from the country and they exchange it. You get to find out about different countries and the education system.
What role does Microsoft play in it? Because I understand, earlier you said that you developed this program using Microsoft Connect.
Yeah.
What other roles, does the company play? Because it's a fairly substantial chunk of sponsorship for education. I mean, their product must be involved. How is it involved?
Microsoft is the main driving force behind this. The Ministry of Education here the competition here is just entry point because you still have to send up an application to Microsoft, and they are the ones who are judging it. So Microsoft, they are the ones in charge of the whole forum, Microsoft in Education and Partners in Learning. So we have access to all the materials. So the 250 persons that they chose, expert educators, we are official Microsoft trainers also.
Okay.
And Microsoft gave us special access to a website with all their training material that we are allowed to modify under Microsoft licenses.
Right.
We also could represent Microsoft in education wherever we go. And they have tomorrow night I have a webinar with Microsoft. So they are consistently training us for the whole year.
Right.
No, because Microsoft, they really seem that they want to change the education system worldwide. Yeah.
We've had a long debate over the past couple of weeks about discipline in schools.
Yeah.
We talked about the discipline of this generation. You're a teacher, you have first-hand information, about that. In terms of technology, though, how far, I'm sure you were able to compare when you got to the Global Forum. Where does Trinidad and Tobago stand in terms of technology and education?
Well, unfortunately, Trinidad and Tobago we are very low in the rankings, and it's not strange. Most countries are also like that. A few countries are breaking away now, and that is what how the system is changing. The whole paradigm is going to shift in the education system. Countries like Singapore, certain states in the U.S., they are implementing, they are revamping the whole education system because, as it stands, well, we have a lot of delinquency and all that in our schools. But the main thing is that it stems from, they are what they call digital natives, and we are what they call digital immigrants. So we come from two different areas.
Okay.
And we can't expect to be projecting our old archaic means of education on the new generation who are consistently connected all the time on their smartphone, on Facebook, Twitter, all of that. And then we are expecting them to throw away all of this and come and sit quietly in a classroom and look at us, and we are on a blackboard, nothing fancy, no ICT, and expect them to be focused on all that. So,
okay, so you've won the award. We're running out of time, so I need to wrap up. But you've won the award. You're going forward. You went forward to the Global Forum. That has passed.
Yeah.
What is next for you in terms of implementation of ICT, of technology in schools?
Well, I plan on continuing the training because I have done several professional development programs at my school and also at various other schools.
Right.
So as I continually get more information from Microsoft, I would disseminate that, and hopefully we could make some change with the education system here together with the Ministry of Education.
Okay, Keith, thank you so much for coming on this morning.
Okay, thanks for having me.
We're about to take a short break. When we come back, we're opening the phone lines to get your final word on the topics we discussed this morning. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us.